Okay, so they have asked me what exactly does a VA do? What is his work? And how you can actually get a decent VA, a virtual assistant that won't simply not do his work, grab your money and run to the mountains and you will never see any reviews on your book. So, what can you do? This is what I'm going to reply in this video. So stay there and let's get started. Let's get the ball rolling. Hi there, this is Alexo, and this is going to be an awesome video like always. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what exactly is a virtual assistant. What is his main work when it comes to your Kindle publishing business, if you don't know. And also, I'm going to provide to you along this video some hints, some tips about how you can hire a half-decent virtual assistant to get the job done for you, and also to see whether or not if that virtual assistant is someone you should actually keep working for you. Anyway, if you still haven't liked this video, just go right below, click on that thumbs up. It's always a useful thing that you can do today. It's easy, it's simple, why not? And also make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you still haven't got your free guide, you should do it. It's a 7-step formula how to publish your first $300 to $800 book. Just go right below. Click on that link that says jordanalexo.com. Go to this page here. You just need to put your email inbox in this box. Press this button and you will get this free guide. Why not? I mean, you want to make money online? Why not get my free guide to get started with Kindle publishing if you still haven't? Or even if you have and you're still struggling, well, you can get this guide to help you out. Anyway, let's talk about this. This is a video based on a question that I received recently, and I know that today my voice is not 100% because I've been with a cold and I'm struggling a bit to talk along this video today, so I will need to drink a bit more water along this video to keep this up. But people ask me questions and I can't help to not make a video even while I'm not with a perfect voice. And this is something that you can do, okay? If you have a question related to Kindle publishing, adults, something that you don't know about this business, just make sure to send me an email. I like to receive these messages. It's very helpful for me. I like to reply to them. It always provides me content, exactly the type of content that people are looking for, because sometimes I kind of struggle to know what people want when it comes to Kindle publishing. So if you have questions, just send to my email inbox, which is jordan@jordanalexo.com. Once again, I'm going to leave all of the information right below. Anyway, this is the question that this person sent to me. Jordan, what does your VA do except, of course, providing reviews? Also, since probably you don't want to share and suggest the name of your trustworthy VA, well, of course, could please at least tell who I have to watch out on Upwork? That be helpful, and thanks. And I can say the name of the person because this is a private message. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the first question over here. What does your VA do except, of course, providing reviews? Well, that is really the main task of a virtual assistant, is simply getting reviews for your book. And it is not a little task. It's actually a huge task. One thing that you will notice once it comes to Kindle publishing is that you basically need to have a good team set in place. It's not a huge team, but you need to have a team set in place. It's not just about you. I mean, you may know how to do keyword research, how to get the content done for your book and so on, but in the end, you really need to have a team. You need to have a team when it comes to having a good ghostwriter company working for you, or if you like ghostwriters working for you. You need to have people willing to do good content for your books. Then also you need to have someone to do the covers for your books. If it's not you, you need to hire someone that is good at doing covers. And then also you need to have a good virtual assistant. A virtual assistant is very important to your business. So basically you need to have a team set in place so you can be successful when it comes to this business. But virtual assistant is one of those things that really can break your business. If you have a bad virtual assistant, it will really screw up your books. It doesn't matter how good your content is. It doesn't matter if you have the perfect cover, the great content, but if you have a bad virtual assistant, it will really hurt the books that you publish inside of Amazon. By this I mean a virtual assistant needs to get reviews for your books, but not only that, it needs to have the ability of placing your books in the front page of results for the keywords that you want. Okay, so this is the main task of your virtual assistant. It's an extremely important task, and one of the ways that you can see that a virtual assistant, once you hire a virtual assistant that is working for you, one of the ways that you see that a virtual assistant isn't good is if you keep publishing books and your books simply land on the third page of results, fourth page of results, and they never go to the front page of results, then there's a high probability that your virtual assistant isn't doing a good work for you. I'm not sure what he or she is doing for you, but it's certainly something that is just not working well, because your book should go to the front page of results. Of course, you need to also analyze what you are doing. And by this I mean is you need to see whether or not if the keywords that you are trying to compete for are way too competitive, and if you have everything right, if you have a good cover, if you chose a keyword that is not very competitive, and you have good content, and your books keep always landing in the second, third page of results, then there's a very high probability that that has something to do with your virtual assistant not doing a good work for you. And what should you do when that happens? Well, get a new VA. That is what you do. And the reason why I say this is I was really stubborn in the past when it came to my past VA. I liked the guy, nothing personal. I really liked working with him. But after 5-6 books, my books, regardless of whatever keyword I chose, and I chose keywords with really low competition, they simply wouldn't go to the front page of results. And I really had to decide to just hire a new virtual assistant for my books. And it has been one of the best choices that I ever made, because the virtual assistant that I have at the moment does a brilliant work. So this is one of the ways that you can see whether or not a virtual assistant is good. But the primary work of a virtual assistant is really getting reviews for your books, because getting reviews for your books organically is extremely hard for you to get them, because not many readers read your book until the end, and not many who read your book until the end will actually leave a review on your book. So you really need to have a way to get reviews, and one of the easiest ways is simply having a virtual assistant. So this is one of the main tasks of a virtual assistant, is simply getting reviews for your book and being able to place your book in the front page of results, because the closer your book is to the top results for the keyword that you want, the more you increase the visibility of your book, and also the more you increase the potential of your book selling for that target keyword. And basically what I mean over here is, let's go over here to Amazon. Let's go over here to Amazon and just make a search, just so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about, because I know that this may be a bit complex if this is one of the first videos that you watch about this. So basically what you want is, if you had a yoga book, what you would like to accomplish is to rank for yoga in the front page of results, which is this first few results, because whenever someone searches for yoga, they could easily find your book and purchase it. So if your book lands on the second, third page of results, it is very unlikely that someone will go to those pages and purchase your book. So this is the main work of a VA. And yeah, if your book keeps going to the second, third page of results, you already tried your best with your book, You have a great cover, good content, good title, everything done rightly, but it just doesn't rank well, then it has very probably to do with your virtual assistant. But this is when you actually have a virtual assistant. What can you do to hire one that is half decent? And I say half decent because you really never know if someone is going to do a good work or not prior to hiring him or her and working with that person. Because one of the things that you will notice is every single virtual assistant will say that they are the best ones in the world. They will do a great work and so on. But when the time comes, many of them don't deliver what they actually initially promised. One of the easiest ways to find a good virtual assistant, or at least to decrease the probabilities of you hiring one that is a complete piece of trash, is if you already have this course over here called Self-Publishing Blueprint. If you don't have it, I suggest for you to get it. This is I consider one of the best video courses out there for self-publishing when it comes to nonfiction, of course. And one of the things that you can do once you join this course is you will have access to this secret group belonging to this course, where you can ask questions to the members belonging to this course. But one of the things that I don't do nowadays, because I already have a good virtual assistant, but when I was actually seeking one, I would go to this group and search for virtual assistant over here on this search box. And many times what happens is when someone decides that they no longer want to keep publishing books inside of Amazon because probably they want to do something else, sometimes they actually like to mention the virtual assistant that they used to use. And that is a good way for you to find someone who is decent, because that person already worked for someone else, and that person already had a successful Kindle publishing or still has a successful Kindle publishing business. So very probably that person has a good virtual assistant. And you can find over here inside of this Facebook fan page what or who are the virtual assistants that other publishers are using. And this is a way for you to not take a huge risk in hiring someone from Upwork without having any kind of proof that person will actually do a good work for you. So it's simply using over here this group. Now, if you don't have this course, well, you can't do this, of course. So what you can do is simply go to Upwork. This is where I initially used to go when it came to finding a virtual assistant. And you need to create an account with Upwork. This is a website where you can basically hire people to do any kind of tasks that you need, not exactly even related to Kindle publishing, but you can also hire, of course, a virtual assistant over here. This is where I went initially to hire virtual assistants. Now, I gotta tell you that when it comes to this, it's not so proven as I shown to you before, because over here, these are already virtual assistants that have kind of credibility because other publishers are already using that virtual assistant for their business. But in this case, it's kind of I would say kind of a hit and miss thing over here. But there are still a few things that you can do to avoid in just hiring someone who is a complete piece of garbage, and that will ruin your book from ranking inside of Amazon. And I gotta tell you, one of the first virtual assistant that I hired inside of Upwork was a complete scam. The guy was a complete scam. I mean, I told the guy to get 40 reviews, and after a week, this guy only had like 18 reviews or something on my book. He did a terrible job. He was already asking for the rest of his money. He was asking for the money for the 40 reviews. He said that he already got those reviews. Even sent a spreadsheet mentioning the reviews that he got and so on. He wanted his money, and he told me that he needed the money fast because he had a family member that was very sick, and he needed the money for medical care. This guy was a complete scam. It was terrible. and he really ruined my first book. I then had to hire someone else. But that is something that may happen inside of Upwork. So that's the reason why I'm sharing this story. It may happen, it may not happen. The other thing also about this group is sometimes people have a spreadsheet, a blacklist spreadsheet, where they have several names of virtual assistants that they basically don't, you shouldn't work with them. Basically that, okay? Sometimes you can find a spreadsheet or some people mentioning bad virtual assistants inside of this group. Okay, so what you need to do here is basically post a job. Let me see if I still know how to do this. Let's see, reused over here. So you can see, I usually use a title like this. Kindle virtual assistant for Bookshop. Actually, I wouldn't use this. Let me see over here. You shouldn't put something like this because otherwise Upwork will probably ban this title. What you want is something like this, looking for a Kindle virtual assistant, and you shouldn't mention that it's for reviews or swapping or whatever. Enter name, this is the name for your job. This is job category that you should choose. Press next, and just provide some details. What you can do is have a notepad with the guidelines, basically specifying what you want. I want my virtual assistant to get 40 reviews. You should get 20 reviews, paid reviews, then other 20 for when my book goes on the free promotion, and I will pay $1.5 for each review. Whatever is your guidelines that you want for your work. Then you basically discuss with your potential virtual assistant the pricing and the terms that he will work for you or she will work for you. Okay, so this is what the information over here. I just provide some details and then I just press next. One-time project, nothing special here. Press next and yeah. Now what you're looking for, let's put over here virtual assistant. This is not needed. Yeah, basically just that over here. Next, let's see. Visibility, anyone. You can also choose to just invite people if you already have a listing. But if this is the first time that you hire someone, certainly don't have. And I'm just going to hire one freelancer for this. And usually when it comes to this, pay a fixed price. I just put the minimal, $5. And then I pay in the end the amount of money that I owe that a freelancer or virtual assistant. And I just press next. And basically that is what I do. Really simple. If you want, I'm just going to scroll down really slowly so you can check what I did here. A job post name, looking for a Kindle virtual assistant. I recommend for you to choose another title. Otherwise, other people may already use this title and Upwork may consider this a spam job post, so you don't want that. Some description just to explain a few details. One-time project, and yeah, this is basically what I do. I put a fixed pricing, $5, then I discuss with my virtual assistant what exactly I want him to do in more detail. Post a job now, and I'm going to later just delete this because I don't want to hire anyone. Now the important part is here. Is basically you don't want to wait for people to send proposals to join your job. What you want to do is go on the hunt. You want to hunt down, that sounds kind of scary, but you want to hunt down virtual assistants for your job and ask them to join your job. Because this way you have a higher probability hiring someone that will do a decent job for you. So in this case, let me see if I know how to do this. What I do is I'm going to delete this. I'm going to search. I'm going to use this search box to filter, and I'm actually going to delete this category also. And let's put over here Kindle and see what we get here. So I'm going to filter this for Kindle. As you can see, when I filter this for Kindle, it will appear, it will filter in this case, freelancers that have something in common with Kindle. As you can see, Kindle ebook actually probably is not this what I want. Let me see. Let's try another thing over here. I'm trying to Amazon. Let me see over here. Kindle, Amazon. Let me see here. Okay, SEO specialist, print ebook. Let's see if I can actually find someone. Let me see what this guy does over here. Let me open his profile. You can actually check his profile, but I'm not sure if I'm using the right filter for this, because I haven't done this for a while, since I don't hire virtual assistants for this. But I guess you get the idea of what you should do. You should filter and try to find people who actually do this. And what you want to do is, once you check a profile, you want to read this information closely, but more importantly, you want to go below and see the type of work this person already has done. You can see these are prior jobs that this person has done for other people, and what you want to see is if this person has similar jobs to what you are searching for. In this case, it doesn't seem like this person has, so this would be a bad person to actually try to hire for review swapping. I think this guy is actually, Amazon expert listing. This is, not this. This is not what I want. But this is actually someone who does reviews. I actually need to search again because that person disappeared. So you want to scroll down, and what you want to see is Amazon expert listing, vote You can see over here that this person has a field that says review. So possibly this is someone who does get reviews for your books. I'm an expert. You want to read this information over here. You also want to check right below. You want to go and see what this person does when it comes to works inside of Amazon. You want to check this, basically his contracts. And actually this person does Amazon SEO, review upvotes. I think this person might get reviews. Amazon ranking. This is possibly, this is very possibly someone who, great client. Or actually a relevant work history. Let's check. So yeah, you want to see the jobs that this person already did. You want to see that if this product assistant, this person certainly does reviews. And what you want to do then is just invite this person to your job, and then you want to discuss the terms through messages inside of Upwork, because you can do that. But yes, you want to hire someone who already has some experience and also has a good percentage when it comes to job success. And if you go to a profile and you see that this person doesn't have any kind of experience when it comes to do review swapping, you really need to check the job profile that this person has. But if you see that person doesn't have any relevant jobs to what you want, then don't hire that person. Even if that person claims that he will do or she will do a great job for you, whatever, they always say that, and then when the time comes, they do a terrible job. They don't rank your book in the front page of results, and that's something that you want to avoid. Actually, a virtual assistant might be, let's actually just check over here, virtual assistant. I don't actually remember the exact filter that I used to use, but virtual assistant might actually work also. Let's try reviews Amazon. You really need to try around and see what you get over here. As you can see, Amazon reviews. This is a girl from Bangladesh. Yes, Amazon reviews. So this seems to this way you are able to see more specific people. This person over here may be someone who is more what you need. So yeah, you need to go around, check profiles, see, actually this person doesn't have a good job success. I wouldn't hire this person, but this is what you need to do. Just check the profiles, see the job success, see if this person has similar jobs, and then just invite this person to your job, and also do a small interview, ask questions, see how, just basically ask questions, see if that person has experience, knows what he's talking about, and then just test that person out. Once again, if you see that person is constantly failing in ranking your book and you're doing your best when it comes to your books, then probably that person is not a good virtual assistant and you should hire someone else. Basically, these are the tips that I have to offer you today. This is the video. This is what I did in the past when it came to hiring virtual assistant, but the best way is really going over here. I really mean it. But if you don't have this course, then you can do this also. Okay, that is all for this video. If you still haven't left a like, you should do it. Just go right below, click on that like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any question related to virtual assistants, Kindle publishing, anything like that, go right below, leave a question on the comment section. I'll try to reply to you as soon as possible. That is all for now. Stay there, stay tuned with Jordan and Alexo, and bye.